are textile workers in the town of Athlone. They are some of the 370 workers still employed by the Seafield Gentex factory, and they are fortunate to be working at all. 40 of them were to have lost their jobs last Friday, but now Seafield Gentex say they won't be redundant until next April. Yet time runs out for these 40 men. Must they next April join their 300 colleagues who have already been laid off by Seafield Gentex? Hanging around the employment exchange is a poor thank you for a lifetime's work. Most of the men did get redundancy payments, but redundancy money doesn't last long. After that, it's find a new job or go on the dole. And there are next to no new jobs in Athlone. Over a year ago, these spinning sheds were active and busy. The Gentex company had for years employed large numbers of men here, perhaps too many. Its managing director, the late P.J. Lenihan, was a benevolent employer and politician. He never saw a man stuck for a job. In 1965, Gentex merged with Seafield Fabrics of Youghal, County Cork. The management of the new combined firm, Seafield Gentex, had no time for sentimentality. They found the spinning sheds couldn't face up to free trade conditions, so they closed them and said goodbye to over 300 workers, most of whom had given long service to the factory. Earlier this year, management carried out what they called a liquidation and reconstruction exercise. But the sheds are still idle, and there is no guarantee that Athlone's biggest industry will not eventually close down entirely. John Colleton is redundant after 20 years with Gentex. He must sign on at the employment exchange every day. He doesn't enjoy the walk, but it does pass the time. He is also chairman of Athlone's tiny Labour Party branch.
Your coffee's there, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Outside the exchange, the redundant workers joke nervously about the new factories which are allegedly in the pipeline.
Well, boys, how's the farm?
Hello, John. How are you?
Oh, not too bad at all.
No, see.
Well, how's things going on?
We're waiting we get the factory. We're here ready next week. The one we didn't get 3 years ago.
The one you... Oh, yeah.
And I built it overnight.
What about this one that Mr. Lenihan Brian has in the pipeline? What about that factory?
I don't know about that one, but they say they're going to build a factory now to make new TDs and you'll have no elections.
They're after bringing so many factories to Athlone now that we should be all working.
But we have the best industry in Athlone of our time if we get someone here tomorrow morning. The unemployed industry, they're renovating it to make more room for us. The unemployed...
We'll take a man with say, 6 children. He has no other work. What's going to feed his children? That second thing won't feed it there, will it?
No.
Second will not feed it, will it? You come over and sign every day. What's he going to do with 6 children? What's he going to do with that? He's young for it. It's all right for the likes of me and you. We have a family here. What's going to happen after John? What? You'll be staying there. What do you get over there? Get the bag and get on the road and all you're gone.
Well, you get unemployment assistance over to us.
Yeah, well, you'll get a
I'll keep you going for a while.
Yeah.
That's charity.
Yes.
I know it's charity. And we don't want coming over here for it. As they say, we want work the whole time. We want work and there's no work for us. What are you going to do, Mike, when you go home today?
Well, I'm going to read a book.
Read a book.
Yeah, I have nothing else to do.
You're looking out through the window. I'm looking out through the window.
Yeah.
Where are we to go? Get a hold of a book. Read it. Isn't that all? And go to bed.
That's
Where are you going? Go out in here and sign for the few that can bother together. They wouldn't buy cigarettes for you.
And what are you going to do, Paddy? Go over and sit at the man behind, is it?
I'm thinking about going to England.
Oh, you're thinking about going to England. Well, didn't you do a course in Anco?
No, but it's not good.
Why?
It's not good for me. There's just no work there. It's not a thing I can get around there. Not a thing.
Well, how long did the course occupy in Anco? Like, how long was it? 6 months.
Yes.
And they weren't able to give you a fit in with a job after?
Well, to try, I was underage.
I'd like